Welcome to the One Pot Chef Show. My name is David and I am the One Pot Chef. Okay, it's party season. We're getting up to that time of the year where there's Christmas parties and there's New Year's parties and all that sort of thing. So I thought I'd show you something very simple, very easy, very quick that we can put together for your next party. This is a great one if you like to get the kids into the kitchen and help cooking, because this is pretty foolproof, kids proof. Kids will love this one. This is my special hot dog flavoured sausage rolls. Now, this sounds complicated, but I promise you it's very simple. First of all, we've got sausages. I've simply browned them off in the frying pan. They're not totally cooked all the way through. They don't need to be. They'll cook off in the oven. And just to make things quick and easy, we've got some puff pastry which I bought from the freezer at the supermarket. Now, first things first is allow your sheet to defrost and cut it into 2 even pieces. So that's pretty much what we're looking for there. Just take it slightly off there. And we grab a couple of these sausages and we'll just line them up like this. Now, you might have to chop them off a little bit because they might go over the edge. So we'll just chop that bit off there and we'll use that later. Now, on this other side here, we are going to add a little bit of tomato sauce, like that, and a little bit of mustard. I'm just going to show you that. Make sure you leave about an inch gap there. That way, when you roll this over, it will seal up. So, a bit of mustard, like that. And just with the back of a spoon, just give it a bit of a mix. If you fancy trying different things, you can use a nice tomato relish or some chutney, whichever you like in the middle. And just a little bit of grated cheese, not much, you don't want it leaking out the sides, just like so. Now here comes the fun bit, trying to roll it. So we shall just roll this over, I'll get that. Perfect. There we go, so just make sure that's stuck there like that. A bit of tomato sauce coming out there. That's it. Now, just make sure it's all stuck there, and with your knife we'll just divide this up into the number of pieces. We're just going to turn this into thirds. So this is why you need to pre-cook the sausages a little bit, because if you try to do this with raw sausages in the middle they tend to squash. So just make sure that seal goes down on the tray. So seal down like that, and on top we are just going to take an egg in the cup here, which I've just lightly beaten, and we're just going to brush over the top. This just kind of gives it a bit of a glaze, makes it look nice and golden when they're cooked. That's the way. I'm just going to do the rest of those. That's the way. And basically they're very easy to put together. Once you've done that, all you need to do is to pop it into the oven for about 15 minutes or so at 180 degrees. Check your pastry recipe thing on the back of the packet. Oh, that sounded elegant. Once you've done that, all you need to do is to take them out, and you can actually stick them in the freezer for later, or you can reheat them later or whatever you like. You don't have to have them immediately, so this is a great time saver if you're doing a party. You can do this all ahead of time. Once you've done that, take them out of the oven and I'll show you what they look like. And this is the final result. As you can see, they're lovely and golden, they've all crisped up. Absolutely beautiful pastry there. Basically this is a very simple recipe that you can throw together pretty quickly. This was done with a dozen sausages and 3 sheets of pastry. It would probably have come to about $4 to make all up, so it's definitely cheaper to make them yourself than it is to buy the frozen stuff. This made 18 small ones. You could make them even smaller and make them sort of cocktail size by just cutting them in half when you go to cook them, and you'll probably get about 30 out of it, so it'd be perfect for a party. If you're a vegetarian, you can do an alternate recipe where instead of the sausage you can do a packet of frozen spinach, mix it with some cheese or some feta and use that as a filling with a bit of mayonnaise. That would come out great. Okay, well I hope you enjoy this recipe. I'm sure it will be a big hit at your next party. Bon appetit!